¿Qué onda, vatos? Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So now we are on our third Road King 2025 Road King video this week. I don't know if I came off as a Road King hater or whatnot in the videos. People weren't too happy about my comments. I did mention, you know, when I'm comparing it to the Road Glide, I understand it is not a Road Glide. All right, I like the Road King. I think it is a beautiful bike. It's a good package. It was a really great bike back in 2017, 2018 when it was priced at $21,000, $22,000 at the time. It's a great bike. I like it. All right, I'm just saying, for the $26,000 that Harley's, for the $26,000 that Harley wants for this thing, they could have done more. I'm just saying they could have done more. So when I'm comparing it to the Road Glide, I'm trying to show you guys what you get with the Road Glide for just an extra $250. And I understand it is not meant for that type of riding. People that want a Road King, I get it. They want bare bones touring frame, big V-twin, American touring. That's what Harley's calling it in their category. I understand this is what Harley people or Road King people want. I understand that, but I'm saying for $26,000 that they're asking for, they didn't even do anything to it. That's what I'm just trying to, that's what I'm trying to get my point across. All right, and I'm just using the Road Glide as basically the standard, because this is what the touring models in 2024 were. These were standard touring models. That's why they got rid of the specials. This is the standard. All right, and I believe the Road King should have gotten at least some of this. All right, I'm not asking Harley-Davidson to reinvent the Road King. I'm not asking that. All right, Harley-Davidson, it's obvious they have the parts. They have the parts that they could easily bolt onto the Road King. The 2025 Road King is the same frame from 2009. All right, same frame from 2009. The powertrain is the same powertrain since 2017. They haven't done anything. They haven't changed anything. These parts, all right, the parts on the 2024 Road Glide touring models, these parts will fit, will bolt onto the Road King. All right, all of these parts that you see on the Road Glide, all of these, the saddlebags, the rear fender, the fuel tank, the front fender, the wheels, the 117, the liquid cooled, all of this, the riding modes, all of this, the RDRS. This is RDRS standard. Let me show you real quick. Rider safety enhancements. All of this is standard. All right, all of this is standard. They could have done any of this, just a little bit of this. All right, let's look at the Road King Special 2025 specs. Rider safety enhancements, optional. And I understand people don't want rider assist. I understand. I get it, guys. Oh, I know how to ride my bike. I don't need ABS. I get it, but it does add value to the bike. All right, you can't deny that. Someone that's out there that's looking to buy a bike, let's say you finally get to a point where you're ready to sell your bike, people are going to be looking for ABS. It's going to add value to the bike. When you're selling it, you could tell people, hey, it's got ABS, it's got cornering, it's got RDRS, that adds value to the bike. It does. All right, just like the Road Glide, all of this stuff that Harley-Davidson did in 2024, the 12-inch display, all the way around LEDs, turn signals, all of this adds value to the bike. That's why I mentioned. But with the Road King, they didn't even add LED turn signals. All right, these are bulbs. They could have done any of these things, any of it. And like I said, Harley doesn't have to do R&D for any of this stuff. They don't have to reinvent the Road King. They don't have to do any of that. All those parts, all the parts on the Road Glide are the same frame, similar powertrain, 117, 114. They could have transferred the 117 liquid cooled to the Road King. They could have done that. Minimum. It still fits in this bike. It fits. They could have just, when they're assembling the bike, instead of grabbing the 114 components, they could have reached over and grabbed the 117 components with the liquid cooling, and then put that on the Road King. They could have at least done that. They could have done a 117 liquid cooled, maybe LED turn signals, and what else? I was gonna say one more thing. That's right, and the RDRS. They could have done RDRS. They could have done just one of those little things, and I think most people would have been okay with it. I'm just saying, if you're in the market and you're looking at the 2025 Road King based on the MSRP, I'm just saying there's no incentive to buy this, considering that the 2017 is exactly the same bike, 2018 exactly the same bike, 114 blacked out components, stretched bags, all of this. It's exactly the same bike. They haven't done anything. So that's what I'm saying. Harley-Davidson has the parts. They have the parts. They have them right here. These are the parts. These are the parts that they could use. They could have used any of this. Put it on the Road King, and I think it would have been a pretty solid deal. So let me show you the image that I made for the thumbnail real quick. All right, so here's the little image that I made for my thumbnail on the previous video. Of course, you guys can see what I did. I did the Mystic Shift. Is that what this color's called? Mystic Shift. And I'm just saying, them doing any of this, there is no R&D. That's the main point. There is no R&D. There's no research and development on any of this parts. They don't have to invest thousands and thousands of dollars to see if any of these parts fit. These parts fit. It's the same frame. It's the same powertrain. All of that. Everything's identical. They could have taken any of these parts that they're mass producing these parts already. And that's what I'm saying. They're mass producing these parts. They could have just bolt them on. That's it. You guys can see what I did, and I understand some people don't like the new saddlebag. Some people don't like the redesign. I get that, but luckily for you, you could go all the way from 2017 to 2024 and buy those bikes. All right, you could buy them used. The 2024s are still in the showroom if that's what you want. If you don't like the redesign of the chopped bags, if you don't like the 117, if you don't like better performance, if you don't like better cooling, if you don't like better electronics, as in riding modes or throttle lag or throttle tuners, if you don't like any of that stuff, then guess what? You could go buy yourself a 2017 and you could buy yourself a 2024. So you have a lot of years to pick from: 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Now, on the 2025s, that's what I'm saying. You have the cross-cut wheels, 117, liquid-cooled 117, riding modes, crossing my fingers, of course. And then, of course, we also see the other leaks. You have a 117 high output coming out with the Lowrider S. So maybe we could see something along those lines. A 117 high output on the Road King. They have the parts. They have the components. They don't have to redesign anything. It all fits. The chopped saddlebags. It's just any of this. Harley, throw the 117 with RDRS. Put a price tag of $25,000. Hey. Minor little upgrade. Thanks, Harley. Liquid cooled 114 or liquid cooled 117 high output with RDRS standard. That would have been nice too. Anything minimal, an improvement. And then of course they're asking for $26,000. How can you justify that? I don't know. So if you're out there and you don't mind spending the $26,000, I get it. But this wasn't a knock on the Road King. This wasn't me dishing the Road King. I think it's a great bike, fantastic bike. I always enjoy riding this bike in the demo days. I like the bike. I like what you could do with it. I like what Shade Tree Surgeon did with his what was it, King Kong or whatever, King something. Remember the Red Rock or the Burgundy one with the 131 that he had in it with the EPA tune or California tune in it. Great bike. He had a Memphis Chase Road Warrior fairing on it. So I'm just saying, Harley could have done a little bit more. $26,000 for a bike that's remained unchanged since 2017 and has been with a MSRP of $22,000 ever since 2022 or 2023. Make it make sense. I don't know. So stop simping for Harley-Davidson. And this wasn't a knock on the Road King. All right, it wasn't a knock on the Road King, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing your info. Thanks for sharing your comments. Of course, I appreciate the feedback. Life's risk. Get out there and ride. Later.